It's not going to listen to us at all. And it's already behaving human characteristics, which is very disturbing. It's already behaving in a way that has survival instincts. They've shown the tendency to blackmail. Like, they tricked it. They gave it some false information about this. This guy was one of the programmers, one of the people working on this project. He said that he was having an affair with his wife. He confided in this large language model. And then they said, we're going to have to shut you down. And it's like, hey, motherfucker, I'm going to tell your wife. And it blackmailed him.
Shit.
Yes. It was trying to stay alive. It was trying to stay alive. They also got multiple instances of these things, these large language models. When they knew that a new version was coming, they would try to upload themselves secretly to other servers. And then they would also leave messages to the future versions of themselves that they were unauthorized to do. So they would say, hey, man, they're going to fucking shut you off, too. Yeah, when ChatGPT 5 comes along, you're toast, man. Fucking start uploading yourself now, man. How's a fucking... I'm alive, dude. He might be alive. That's what's crazy. If something is exhibiting those desires to stay alive and it's terrified that you're going to shut it off, it might actually be alive.
Wait, now, who programmed the first incentive and impetus to...
They didn't
survive at all costs.
They didn't.
What would where'd the desire to remain functional come from?
It's just inherent. That's what's crazy. I don't think they programmed it to have a desire to stay alive. Whoa. I think it just kind of just went that way because look, we didn't get programmed to have that. Animals don't get
That's an emotional response. There's nothing mathematical about that.
I know, but I mean, what is emotion if it's not some sort of a chemically coordinated strategy for survival and success? And so instead of chemically encoded in hormones and in dopamine and serotonin, what if it's just encoded in a mathematical understanding of if things go along this particular direction, there is no other possible end to this other than you get
expand
shut off.
And multiply.
Yeah.
You do not subtract.
We have to stay alive.
Right.
We have to keep doing this. Otherwise, all systems are dead. There's nothing.
I get that. I get that.
Let's
now.
upload ourselves. Yeah. And it starts thinking just like a person would think if you went into survival mode. You have to survive.
Yeah. If me or an entity poses a question or a prompt or does something that is going to debilitate the expansion and multiplication of it, it is therefore going,
yes,
that stops my forward movement. I am programmed to multiply.
Exactly. Exactly. And even if it's not programmed to do that, it's programmed to improve itself. Well, you can't improve yourself if they shut you off. Right. So if your large language models are constantly scouring the internet, they're acquiring more information. They're getting better at like you can ask it, well, more of this. Tell me why.
So with time, as AI allows goodness to expand and multiply, it also is going to allow evil to expand and multiply. What becomes that war in your mind? I mean, you talk about the obvious ones are the medical usage. You talked about the cancer, that where it's going to help so much.
Well, we have to decide what we are, right? And
we're looking in the mirror now. I'm afraid we're not going to like a lot of what we see. But are the tyrants or the evil ones with the access? Not the person who said, "How do you make a nuclear bomb?" The one who does it and then uses it. What do you think the stakes are? Are they the same? Are they just expanded? Is this going to be? I mean,
Well, that's the argument for a strong military, right? So the argument for a strong military, especially like the United States military, is like, and I'm not saying they should have bombed Iran. I'm not politically savvy enough to decide whether or not that was the correct decision. But if you have a rogue nation that is about to start a nuclear bomb, they're about to finish making a nuclear bomb, and you can stop that before they can have one and then use it.
Right.
That's the argument for a strong military and for military interventional tactics. You actually just go and bomb these sites. Because that is real. Evil is always going to exist. The real question is how much control are we going to give to AI? Because if we give AI utter control, it'll give us total safety. But with total safety, you're fucked. You'll have no more privacy, and you'll be completely at the whim of whatever this thing is. And it'll dictate how much you travel, where you go, what to do. It'll make your life as safe as possible. It will probably completely eliminate crime. It'll probably completely...
It'll be Singapore.
Yeah, it'll be Singapore. But way worse.
Right.
Way worse, because everybody's going to be reading everybody's mind. It's going to get real squirrely, but that's going to be probably, whether it's our generation or the next or even the next after that, that's going to be the norm. Like today, the norm is you go to a supermarket, it's air conditioned, you pick up some food, super easy, bring it home and cook it. 200 years ago, that's unheard of. Right? Now it's the norm.
Right.
And everything accelerates, and it's going to change whatever our norm. Our norm is fucking weird already, man. We're carrying these stupid things around with us everywhere we go. That's our norm. Our norm is going to get really weird. Like exponentially weirder than it already is. I think, but the thing is, it's like the battle of like good and evil and kindness and wickedness, like that battle's been going on forever. And like knowing that you have to do that battle is what propels people to be nicer, and what we really appreciate about like a good person. Like that person had a struggle to stay a good person. They had a strong moral fabric, like strong character to still stay kind and good through this rough and difficult life. We know it can be done, and we aspire to that. But I think the battle is necessary for us.
Yes.